What's going on? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Country Boy Cars, and right now I am standing next to my car. She's so dirty right now. Like, it's dirty. And I don't like the fact that you can see inside my car. So I'm definitely about to go get some window tint. Oh my God, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Beautiful day in the neighborhood. Look how white I look. But anyways, yeah, she's not looking too well right now. So I'm about to go get her washed. And yeah. Alright, so I'm at the car wash place, and this is what it looks like now. Can't show y'all my driver's license. This is what it looks like now, man. So imagine, look at that. Look at that. So before I let these kids take over my car, definitely gonna have to change some things. See, in case these kids be trying to take my car for a spin, can't let y'all see my code. Alright, so look, it's everything is gonna do. So, okay. Had to activate that valet mode. I don't want these kids racing my car and everything, you know, or driving it crazy, because everybody ran outside and it was like, oh dang, oh dang, oh man. So, it is what it is. Alright, so she all cleaned up now. Looking so saucy. And now we get the windows tint. What's good, y'all? I'm back right now. I am at XL Tint, and they are about to, you know, tint the Scat Pack.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Miguel, owner of XL Tint Works. So what we're gonna do here is we're fixing to look up the year and model of this car so we can cut it by computer instead of hand cutting it and damaging the outside gasket. So look for Dodge here, click here, go down until we look for Charger. It's a 4-door sedan, and what year is this?
19.
There you go.
Wow.
So here it gives you all the windows. This is the front doors, back doors, quarters. It gives you back glass with the option of covering the light, and then a 3-piece back glass, which we'll never do here, and then a back glass that has the light cut out, which we'll never do here because it looks bad. So. And we're gonna do the color stable 30 and 5. So come on here. So what this little machine does, you know, there's a few shops out there that might carry it. Some still old school. They don't want to invest in a business. So now we'll go old school, but what this does is it takes you from really messing up a customer's car, you know, accidentally cutting the gasket when you cut the film to get the pattern. So this just automatically cuts it for you. It gives you the perfect cut, the perfect edges. cut it out.
What?
So there's no hand cutting on your car. There's no, you know, messing up with your gaskets or anything like that. And we repeat the same process for the back doors and the back glass.
So now it's cut out. Oh, I see the windows. Y'all see?
See, perfect top, perfect quarters. And what a lot of people think is that because you cut by computer, you won't have a perfect cut or anything like that. It's actually better because this software goes all the way to the edge of the glass. So it still gives you that nice, almost shaved look compared to leaving a 1/4 inch gap like a lot of other places that do it. You know, I've seen people hand cut the car and still leave a long gap, you know. So see how it's just a lot easier with this. You don't.
How often do you clean this?
Every time that we have to tint a car, we clean it out. So I'll you know, put this on there, do the work. So here it's not ready to install, but we just want to show you what it looks like.
Right.
So you just trim out the access film right here.
Ooh.
Takes time, practice. So this is just access film, right?
Right.
And you see, it kind of gives you the shape
Of the window.
of the windows, right? But the actual, can you get a bucket, Danny? But the actual film itself. So here, ready?
Dang, so that's my front window.
That's gonna be your front passenger door,
Okay.
and then this is your front
Driver door.
door.
5% tint, so you can't see up in my windows.
Yeah.
And
See, perfect edges. No, you don't have no jagged edges or anything like that. So
y'all see how perfect that is? That's perfect. So is there a specific reason why you like taking off the door panels?
yes. So this particular car, the gasket here has lint. So I'll show you what happens. You'll have it here. That's the reason why I taped it. Now, that's just me. You know, that's what I like to do on these particular cars, or cars that have the similarity. A lot of other tinners, you know, they like to do it with the gasket on, or they'll pull the door panels back. But a lot of times when that happens, you can actually damage. See, I know that these cars have a tendency to lift here, or that, you know, with the years.
Right.
So what happens is when you get this here wet, sometimes it dissolves. You can barely see it on my fingers. Those little black things. Okay, so those can potentially get on the
tint.
and you'll see like little dots right at the very bottom of the window.
Right.
So it is a longer process, but I'd rather take my time and do that. Then you come back 3 weeks from now when the tint dries and be like, hey, what's all those dots right there?
Gotcha.
You know, so.
See y'all, professionalism at its finest. Oh, and that's that glue you were talking about earlier, huh? Right there?
No, it's this right here.
Oh,
It's not a glue. It's these gaskets, the way they made these is they put like a lint right here. So when you roll the windows down, it doesn't scratch.
Gotcha.
So sometimes as when you put water, it dissolves. And I don't know if you can get a close up of my fingers, but see how my fingers are all black?
Hold on, let me focus. Well, yeah, y'all, his fingers are black. Camera's not focusing, but there it goes. Yep.
Yeah, so all that, no matter what you do, I don't care what you say, it's gonna get on your window tint if you don't remove it.
Okay.
I mean, I've seen places that do them like this. They put a tool in there, pull it back. It's gonna get on your window tint. You might have 4 or 5, but you're gonna get on them over having 10 or 20 of them all at the bottom, and you'll see dots, especially with the dark window film. You're gonna notice it. So.
Yeah. Dang, you know all the tricks. He just closed my door without closing my door. So this step is where the film and stuff comes on, huh?
Yeah, first we have to clean the glass. Now, this is a new glass. It's a brand new car. I know it's not that dirty. So my step would be kind of feel it first, and then that would just tell me if I see any, or if I feel any glue for like a sticker or anything like that. I don't, like I said, me in particular, I don't like to blade new cars.
Right.
So what I use this. This is a plastic blade instead of over a metal blade. So they almost do the same thing. This is a little bit more efficient, but on an older vehicle. This is a new car, and you don't really have to worry about it. I still do it just to remove if there could be any dirt or anything like that. And the reason why I don't like using the blade on new cars is because you can scratch it. I mean, even though you're a professional, you don't know what could be wrong with the glass, especially on new glass. Especially on this type of glass, that it's a dual pane glass and it has a liquid in the center. They go through so many companies that they change glass all the time.
Right.
So you can have a weak glass, or and then you use your blade and you'll scratch it. So that just kind of takes away. The only blade I do like to use is this one, just to kind of get it in there. If there's any dirt or anything like that, it'll show on the blade, but it's pretty clean. Like it's a new car, so.
Dang, look at that dirty car.
Oh, there's a bevel.
Yeah.
It's 2 pieces, so you get a little bit of dirt in there.
So he cleaned the window like 13 times, y'all. As you see, I feel very comfortable. If I ever want my windows clean, I know exactly where to go. If y'all never knew what happens behind the scenes, this is a perfect video. So make sure y'all share this mug. Make sure y'all tell everybody if they're in the Houston area to come here, because you're seeing firsthand behind the scenes how detailed he is, how precise he is. Like, I feel super comfortable. Most people won't even let cameras back there, but this is pretty dope. So now I think it's the fun part.
This is the fun part. Now, typically, I wouldn't wear a glove. It's hard to grab, but because I cut myself, I just want to.
Oh no, you good.
You don't want to walk forward
Because of the wind.
because of the wind. You know, there's little particles that are, you know, they're floating in the air. And like I said, this is something that I like to do as far as removing door panels
Huh?
on this particular car. Not every car gets the same treatment. This is
Okay. Yeah, I definitely couldn't do this because I would have messed up like 5 minutes ago. Well, probably an hour ago. I probably would have messed up on the customer part. Hey, how you doing part. But nah, I couldn't do this. It looks so simple, but I know it's hard.
takes years.
I said it takes years.
It took me, before I started tinting, it took me 3 years before I actually applied window tint. See, even so, for example, I'll show you something. I'm going to finish it up, but I'm still going to show it. And we're going to have to redo it. But after all that cleaning, there's stuff that's in the air that you cannot control.
Right.
So you see right there?
Oh, yeah.
It's like a little hair.
Yeah.
So those are the things that you can't control because they're in the air. Now, because you're recording, you know, I'm letting it go so you can see the full process.
Right.
But technically, that would come off. I would take the tint off and redo it. So after you do all that, you finish everything, and then that's just something you didn't see. I didn't touch it or anything, and it just appeared there. So that's one of the reasons why you have to do walking back, like everything. And that's what it takes to tint a door.
Dang, so my first window is done. You know, he's about to do the back window and everything like that. Oh, another question. Why do they say never to lower down your windows?
Okay. So when you install film, there's two ways, depending on where your gasket, depends on where your outside gasket is compared to where your inside gasket is. The film can either be under, when it's installed on the inside, your film can be either tucked inside the gasket or be above the gasket.
Okay.
So when you install film, let's assume that the outside gasket on this car is up here.
Okay.
Right? And the inside gasket of this car is down here.
Okay.
Okay? What happens when you roll the window down, it hits the gasket when it's fresh. It hits the gasket and the pressure of the gasket makes the film lift.
Oh.
That's why you can't roll the windows down when it's fresh. So what we like to do here, when we get to that scenario, we heat up the bottom of the doors, sealing the film. We tend to do that more in like frameless windows, like Camaros, Mustangs, Corvettes, where there's no frame, and when you open the door, or any car where you open the door,
It
rolls
go
down.
down. Oh, okay.
Like McLaren, I think McLaren does the same thing.
Yeah.
Right? McLaren, they all do the same thing. When you open the door, it rolls down. So that's really the reason behind it. Our software actually has it to where the film goes tucked inside the gasket all the time. So I can tint this door, I can put the door panel on there and roll the window down with no problem. So, now it's just for warranty reasons, shops tell you, hey, don't roll the windows down for 2 to 3 days, no matter what it is, just because they don't want to take the risk of, you know,
redoing
of the
it,
film having a problem. And if they're hand cutting, it's more likely that they're gonna tell you, hey, don't roll the windows down because the film is probably gonna be above your inside gasket and it's gonna flap. So.
So right now we are halfway done. Just a little update. It looks dope, man. I can't wait till the finished product is done, but already you can see a big difference in your car once it gets tinted.
Trim it out in the glass because it also has a cutout, but I'm gonna trim it out there and then put it on the back glass so I don't like cut or anything on the glass itself.
Okay, so this is the back window. It's pretty dope. This is what I've been wanting to see because it's so big. Pause. And yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
So same thing, same process that we did on the side doors. We're just kind of removing the access film. We're leaving about an inch, about a quarter inch on the side.
So you can see the lines.
Come here, Daddy. We're gonna make this up. So, grab it right there.
They walk backwards.
Well, you don't have to walk backwards on this one
Huh?
because we're not installing it yet. Right now, what we're gonna do is push it that way. What this process is we're going to shape it. So you see all these things right here.
Oh yeah.
So basically, the film is bigger than the glass, and
Right.
also the glass is curved. So what we're gonna do is it's called shape it. So we're gonna put heat up. We're gonna apply heat on the film to mold it to the glass. Okay, that's the process you always do on the back glass. So, this is my most frequent asked question. Does it tingle on the outside? No, because they see this and they think that some customers think that you're applying it, but no. Right now, what we're doing is
Oh, you're shaping it.
we're shaping the film. We're gonna give it a form. That's what we're doing right now.
So it goes on the inside.
Go through the inside. Now, typically side doors,
Uh-huh.
you do the same thing. You're supposed to shape them,
Uh-huh.
but because I removed the gaskets and the door panels,
Uh-huh.
you don't have to. And technically the side doors on this car are almost flat. So. But the back glass, you do have to shape.
So right now he's letting the heat gun get hot.
You want to see how I test it? It burns my hair.
Oh, that was dope. His hair turned white. That was crazy. Y'all seen that? He's true to it. So it's just shaping to my glass.
happens is, like when you install the film, it looks like this little bubble.
Right.
But you get them on the defroster because they're so thick that the tint doesn't want to. The defroster doesn't let the tint stick to the glass, so it's like an air gap between it.
So now it's all shaped.
It's all shaped. Now we gotta remove the light because I don't like installing these back glasses when you have a light gap because it's a pretty big light gap. So now we have to remove the light, clean the glass, and treat it so we have tried not to get those peanuts.
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna say we're not gonna get them. We're just trying not to avoid not getting as many. So it's a lot easier to get rid of them when you get them. They don't show when the tint is fresh, but when it dries is when you'll see those peanuts. You fix them, but you don't want to have a lot of peanuts.
Gotcha. So no peanuts, guys.
No peanuts.
No peanuts.
That's a term. That's what we like to use in the industry. And they look like little. So you get them on the defroster. They look like little squiggly lines like this.
Right.
Like little worms that you get like that on the defroster. So we want to take it off. It has to be clipped. So there's one right here. There's one in the center. And one's right here. Now, do not if your headliner looks like this, do not take this off. Okay? Because the way they used to make it is the headliner didn't have this split right here. It would go all the way back here, and you would pull the entire thing. Now it comes with this little piece.
Right.
So it kind of gives you the assumption that you should pull that first. Don't do it because it looks like it's like glued or something to the headliner. So if you pull it, you'll rip it.
Right.
So you just kind of want to put your fingers. The first clip is right here.
Okay.
So you want to get your fingers as close as you can to that clip, and then just pull.
Okay.
And then there's another clip right here, and then just pull. And there's another clip right here on this edge, and then pull. See? So yeah, this piece just has some plastics that go through your headliner. So if you pull this back, game over. You're gonna have to buy a new headliner, and it's got two 10mm bolts. So you just take them off, and that's it.
Go from there. So these are the bolts that hold up that little light right there. Dang, that's a big ass bolt.
Yeah. So there's two of them. There's another one right here.
Let's see. Let's get on the other side so we can.
Your best bet so you don't bend the headliner back is get you one of these ratchet types.
Extendos.
Yeah, you can get. I got the flexible one, so you know. But
yeah,
there's one that's flat, just because you don't have a lot of space and you don't want to bend your headliner, and then potentially break it. So
learning a lot of different things about my car today. And you say there's only two bolts?
There's two bolts, but
there's three little things.
There's three clips which are on the headliner. There's one here, one here, and one here. There's three metal plastic clips. And then you got these two bolts, and then you have you have to like
pull that down.
Pull it down.
So the reason why he's doing all this is because
you'll see the big. Oh,
you have to tint it, and you don't want the whole car to be black and that spot still tinted.
Then you're gonna have this little thing. You be careful when you bring it down. This clip right here is like way over here, right? Okay. So you have to make sure you press this a little bit, like push it to your right, so you can unhook. Because this doesn't have it.
Right.
See, this just clips in, but this, you push it, you go like this. So you're gonna push it out and then pull it down. Like to sand, they'll use 4,000 grit sandpaper and wet sand the glass. I just don't want to take the risk.
Right.
You know, so I just try to use this and sand it down as much as I can so this doesn't damage it. We actually, there's a lot of tinters out there. The majority of the tinters that use this product to remove old film. You strip it off and then you install a chemical and it softens the glue. And it just kind of sands down a little bit to defrost it. You just have to be very careful because it is metal, so it does break and it'll get in, like if you touch it, if you scrub it, it'll get into the little fibers. So you gotta be very careful, kind of protect it with your fingers so it doesn't really get in there. Most cars have the same process. There's other few cars that I use this particular technique. Just because it is loud cars. Because it is a big flat glass. You just want to protect it as much as you can so you don't get a lot of like little stuff that is flying on the air. So just kind of protect it. This is called, a lot of people call it reverse roll, and then the California roll. I think a guy, I believe, I want to say a guy in California invented this method. So just reverse roll it. It protects it from. So this right here is a little bit of water and soap. And alcohol, and this is just water and soap to kind of keep it from. It's gonna be tough, it's gonna be sticky, but we just want to avoid peanuts because they don't look nice. Peanuts are like pimples in your face, you don't want to have them.
Exactly. So those bumps under my face that looks like a Rice Krispie crunch, you don't want them. It's almost there. This is crazy. So the tint is currently right here. I think he's just putting it all on because that wouldn't look right. And then as you see, it's gonna cover up my light up top. He's almost there. Dang, that's dope. So then he's gonna come over to this side. As you see, it's unrolling right here. Now he's about to start doing this corner. It's in there. There's a big bubble. Oh, there's his hand over there. So now he's just smoothing it out.
Now I'll remove all the big bubbles. You have to be careful because these cars in particular, the Charger was just how it is of a nice car. It is a bit of a pain in the butt to tint. Just because it has on this back glass itself, it has like a gasket, a plastic gasket at the bottom. That if you're not careful, you'll have the film too far down that it'll go under the gasket, so it will never sit instead of going inside on top of it. So like right now it's sitting a little bit above it.
Okay.
So I have to mess with the film.
Get it perfect.
Get it perfect. Make sure got our light gaps.
Alright, let's go back to the top. So, wow. Do you see the water's coming out and it's giving it that perfect look? Starting to look smooth. It's kind of hard to catch it because you don't know which way he's gonna go. Oh, there he goes. There it goes. Up top, up top, up top, up top. Whoop, looks like we got some bubbles. Bam, 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 bam. Let's see if he gets those. Let's see if he gets those. Okay, down at the bottom. All that water is gone. Huh. I was looking at the water. I wasn't even paying attention to the camera. Then let's see those spots right there. I think he's about to get it. There it goes. Howdy. You can't even see the inside of my car now. This is dope. So now we can't forget the baby windows. The last and final step. And here it goes. Is that the easiest one?
Yeah.
And we have a complete car window tint. All right, y'all, so this is almost complete. He just added the baby window. I call it the baby window. I really don't know what it's called. Yeah, that. So if you're new to my channel, please make sure you like, subscribe. I'm gonna be doing more updates to the car and everything like that as well. So, you know, come along with me on this journey. Make sure you follow XL Auto Styles. I'm gonna drop all his information in the link down below, and also give y'all his Instagram, his phone number and everything. That way, if you're in the Houston area and you wanna get your windows tinted or anything, y'all can hit him up. Also, make sure y'all shop UAD, you know, shop UAD. Of course, shop UAD. I need to get a UAD beanie so I can stop wearing this beanie. This is my beanie that I go snowboarding in, so. And ladies and gentlemen, she is done. Did an awesome job. This is the final product. Can't even see the back window. Man. Any last words for the people?
Take care of your rides.
Take care of your rides.